Welcome to another video, guys. So I have done a few off-road mods on the Grom. So if you've been keeping up with the videos, I recently took the Grom off-road and I had an absolute blast. So I thought I would treat it to some off-road goodies. So what have we got? Maxxis M6024 tyres. They're supposed to be a decent compromise of on-road and off-road performance, and they were reviewed quite well, so I thought I would go for them. I've got these handguards, which are off of a GB350 Honda. It's an OEM part. They were cheap, and now that I've fitted them, I know why they're cheap. They are, they're for aesthetics, really. If I drop the bike, they are going to break, but, they're a quarter the price of Bark Busters. And then I've got a bash plate on the bottom as well, which was a little bit of an impulse buy because it was on sale on eBay, and that's mainly just because it looks cool. So let's go for a ride, let's have some fun, and see what it's like. Right then, gang, let's get going. I am excited. I am super excited. So we had a bit of a storm last night and there was tons of rain. So it's going to be a good opportunity to test out the tyres. It is an absolutely beautiful morning. Oh, already I'm feeling that the bike is a lot less nervous on this loose stuff. This is like a gravel track. I haven't got waterproofs on. Don't want to get super wet. Yeah, it feels completely different on the loose stuff already. Very noticeable. So before I was on the standard tyres, the V-rubbers, which aren't very good on the road, and they certainly weren't very good off-road either. Oh my god, we got some puddles. Should we skirt them for now? How long are we going to be able to dodge the puddles for before I have to just embrace that I'm going to get wet? And yeah, the V-rubbers were basically slicks. They were at the end of their life, so they were rubbish. There was no grip. Every time I touched the throttle, it would spin the tyre on the loose stuff, which is hilarious because, Grom is got like 9 horsepower. I mean, that bash guard might not do much in the event of an impact, but what it's doing is protecting my engine from all these rocks, which is nice. Oh man, it felt so nervous on this the first time I came here, but now it feels very different indeed. Yeah, I feel like I could hit it a lot quicker than this. Oh no, puddles, can't dodge it. Oh god, wet now. Yeah, it feels completely different. This feels so good in comparison to how it was, man. Immediately the tyres were worth it. Oh yeah, so I can actually bank the bike over a bit and not fear for my life. These puddles are huge. I don't want to get as wet as I just did. I know that this isn't very deep. I'm going legs up. Come for me in the comments. Or I forgot my waterproofs. I've already got wet feet. Oh, Grom's a different beast. This is so cool. Being able to have some grip off-road on this thing. I really did it the right way round, coming here without any mods or anything, because I am feeling this improvement big time. So I have ridden about 40 minutes to get to the Byway, and the tyres are completely fine on the road. There's a little bit of, we'll test it later, but there's a little bit of nervousness as you initially roll it over onto the side of it, but nothing that you wouldn't expect realistically. And I'm still kind of scrubbing them in as well. So this is where the lane is more single track. The weather would have made this pretty crazy. Yeah, before, whoa! I mean, it doesn't stop mud from being mud, these tyres, but oh my god, yeah, it's very muddy. These leaves are covering the slop. There's not a lot of grip. So we will ride accordingly. Oh, this single track stuff is so fun. Can barely fit through. Let's give it some. Yeah, these tyres are a total game changer. So I kept saying before, I couldn't really brake because there's just no traction to be braking. I'm just getting on the brakes now. The brakes actually do something, which is nice. Let's get a little bit of front brake going. Yeah, it actually works. Rear brake. Yeah, it doesn't just immediately lock up. That's nice. Very happy so far. And these tyres weren't even very expensive. I think they were like 60 quid for the pair, and I fitted them myself. I wouldn't dream of going down it this fast before. That bash guard is actually putting in some work. Okay, now it's going to get a little bit more challenging down here. I don't actually know how possible it would have been before on the other tyres to be in this sloppy. Oh, no grip there. Bike's bouncing around a lot. Power! A little bit more technical here. Watch out for that rock. Stand up. Big puddle. Wet feet again. That's alright, we're having fun. This is a completely different beast off-road now. I had a few people say that I don't need knobbies. This is a completely different bike now. And they're not even full-blown knobbies. Yeah, so sorry to the guys that said that, you know, I don't need them. You may not need them, but the bike's 10 times better off-road with them. I'm going to go a little bit ginger this time because I don't know how easily it's going to be, how easily I can stop if I need to, with all this rain that we've had. Oh, so far, oh yeah, that, being able to use the brakes, man, game changer. I was so nervous to even touch the front brake before, whereas now I can use it, which is nice. I think I need to pull that ABS fuse. Yeah, look at that. That's me just edging on the front brake. Fucking sweet, dude. Handguard did something there. Ah, yeah, buddy. Morning, mate. Let's try this super muddy bit. I can already see ruts. Bikes have been through here, probably. Proper bikes, I would have thought. Alright. Don't drop it. That's my main goal here. This is a slop fest. Holy shit, this is a major slop fest. Alright, we're just gonna have to man up and try and get through the big puddle. It's disconcerting not being able to see what's underneath you. I can tell you what's underneath me. It's mud. Alright, we made it through, no problem. Oh, it's a beautiful morning. Mate, I can get a bit of momentum now that I've actually got grip. Oh. Oh, the Grom is digging in, and it's doing it. Nice. I'm asking a lot more of the Grom now. Puddles. Oh, wet feet. They were just drying out from the last massive puddle. I think I can safely say the best mod I've done to the Grom so far has been these tyres. Woo! Oh, big potholes on this road though. The question I should be asking myself is, have the mods that I've done made it more fun? And off the rip I can say, it certainly seems that way. The bike is a lot more confident. And when realistically, the mods I'm talking about now are just the tyres, because the other mods aren't doing a lot. Just adds to the look of the adventure Grom. This might be, yeah, the best use for the Grom. So good. I've actually got traction. This is great. Lots of puddles and leaves. The tyres have made a huge difference, but it is showing the limitations of the suspension. The rear shock actually feels fantastic. That's a lovely Protect double adjustable unit. But the front forks, yeah, they are what they are. Woohoo! Oh, big puddle. Oh, see, that was the bottom out there on the fork. Look how much of a beautiful morning it is. Come on now. I friggin' love this bike, man. Puddle. Oh, major bottom out on the fork there. Major pothole, that would murder me. That nervousness you get on a road bike, on a road tyre, when you're on loose stuff, where you're like, you know, you don't want to make any inputs because you feel like the bike's on ice. It doesn't have that anymore. Reminds me more of my mountain bike now. It actually digs in and gives you a bit of traction. It's awesome. Look at that, man. Yeah. This isn't just a regular road, this is a gravel track. Being able to steer it, being able to bank it over, amazing. Being able to dodge obstacles. Before on the standard tyres I just kind of had to hold on and pray because there was no braking to be done. There was no swerving out the way. There was no damn traction. It's cool actually, down by the Ford down here will be a good test. Yeah, it's like I can just roll down. That is awesome. Yeah, there's a bit of a gnarlier line in the middle here. There's a bit of a dip. I can just send it straight down that. Get to use my front brake. Bash guards hitting, getting lots of rocks hit, which is good. Means it's kind of doing something. Can almost justify it. Look at that, look how beautiful it is down here, man. This is good. I'm feeling at home on this bike now. Feels like my mountain bike. Look how beautiful that is. So beautiful. This is why I think I'm falling in love with off-roading. Just test rode the 450 MT. You may have seen the video on my channel, and to be honest, I want a small adventure bike, one of the baby adventure bikes like it. And the reason for that is because I want to be able to do this, but I want to be able to do this all over the country. Well, all over the world maybe. Oh mate, that was so easy. So easy. We won't be going through the Ford. We'll turn around soon because I need to get back, but like all along here the bike felt nervous last time, whereas like now it just plows through it. What a machine. I love it. I can do that. Oh, a bit of a gully there. But no problem for the Grom. Right, I think I'm going to have to wrap it up there, guys, because I can't be out for ages. These mods have made an absolutely massive difference. The Grom is a completely different beast entirely, and I am loving it. I haven't even got it that dirty yet. I'm having such an amazing time. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you think the Grom is as cool as I think it is, because I feel like this is the form that a Grom should take. This is so awesome. So I'm going to get back, have some more fun. Hope you guys take care. I will catch you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace. Boom, look at that. What a beast.